What up, fight fans? UFC 235 is now behind us, but we still need to talk about some of the craziness that went down. So let's get into it. The Askren Lawler controversy. If you follow me on Twitter, then you already know that I don't necessarily think it was a bad stoppage on the part of Herb Dean. After going through turmoil, Askren was able to get Lawler into a bulldog choke. Now, if you're looking closely, you can tell that it wasn't fully under the neck. It was kind of on the jaw and chin area, but even so, that can still garner results. What happens then is what looks like Lawler's arm going limp, a telltale sign that someone has been put to sleep. Robbie Lawler protested right away, which is what is putting the stoppage into question. The camera angle does absolutely no favors for those who are watching and trying to assess the fight, especially once Herb Dean goes into frame in order to assess what's going on with Lawler. That really does obstruct even more what's going on for the viewer. From a different angle, however, if you look closely and if you're able to actually slow down the footage, you can see that at one point, Robbie Lawler does give Herb Dean a thumbs up. It happens so quickly, though, that it's possible that Herb Dean could have missed it. I'm not saying that it makes the stoppage right, I'm just saying that it makes it understandable, especially when you take into consideration the frame of reference of a referee. It is their job to make sure that the fighters are safe at all times, even in a chaotic and tumultuous sport such as fighting. That does also include calling fights in a timely manner. Combine that with the suspicious arm of Robbie Lawler, and I can see how Herb Dean could have called the fight at that moment. And perhaps Lawler had gone out for a second there. I can tell you from my own experience that when someone has a hold of your neck or your jaw and chin in that fashion, that there are times when that can result in losing a little bit of a touch of reality for a second, where you're kind of just right on the cusp of being put to sleep, but you're still wanting to persist and fight. And for whatever reason, you kind of move a certain way, or for whatever miraculous reason, your opponent kind of lets up a little bit or loosens their grip a little bit so you're able to come back fully to reality and continue on with the match. So ultimately, I don't think that it was a horrible stoppage, not the best, but definitely understandable. And as for Askren's next move, he did say at the post-fight conference that he wants to fight the winner of Till versus Masvidal, which I think would be an easy win for him given his style of wrestling background and the lack of their ground game. But ultimately, I would like to know what you think of the controversy and potentially his next move and what that may look like, especially given the fact that both Dana White and Robbie Lawler want a rematch. And I'm not necessarily opposed to it happening, although I will be a little bit more afraid for Askren in the next fight given how he took so much damage in those first few seconds. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe for more content, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye.